Hey everybody, Joseph here with another video, and today's February 22nd. It's the beginning of spring training for the Dodgers. Go Dodgers! And perhaps more important than that for most of you is it's getting closer to Record Store Day. And this year, Record Store Day is on April 20th, and the list was just put out, I believe, last week. And there's been many videos that show that go over the list and what everybody's going to get, but I decided to do something a little different. And what I'm going to do is look at what the record store purchases I've already have. These probably go back since probably about 2017, 2018. So I just want to share with you the record store day purchases from those last couple years, and let's get started. One of the first records I ever bought from Record Store Day was this one, a Record Store Day exclusive, colored vinyl, Charlie Parker with Strings. And this is the alternate takes. And what's unique about this album, of course, very common on Record Store Day, is colored vinyl. And this is a very cool blue blue vinyl. But even more important than that, it's a great, it sounds really good. And it's great to hear Bird with those strings, and I always enjoy Charlie Parker with Strings. I'm gonna go pretty fast because there's quite a few. Next up is more bebop. This one is Dizzy Gillespie with Charlie Parker, live at Town Hall, New York City, June 22nd, 1945. This, of course, a live recording. For the time, it's pretty good. I believe it's a radio broadcast, and of course, it's Bird in his prime and Dizzy just blowing up a storm, playing that raging, hot bebop. So this is a good one. Switching gears to Miles Davis. This is Miles from the Silent Way sessions, and this is called Early Minor. And also, excellent Miles. I really love that era of the Silent Way, and I believe this is a part of the complete Silent Way sessions, but it's nice to have it on vinyl. Then we get to the core of record store releases that I own. And of course, that's Bill Evans. And I got quite a few Bill Evans. This first one is Bill Evans in England with Eddie Gomez and Marty Morale. And I have to admit, of all the Bill Evans albums I own, I usually like the ones, especially the Record Store Day albums. I really enjoy the ones with Eddie Gomez and Marty Morale, because that's the first trio that really introduced me to the Bill Evans music. Of course, I know everybody holds, including myself, the Village Vanguard trio to be the best, but I really always enjoy the Eddie Gomez, Marty Morale portion of the trio. And this is a great album. It's recorded live. I believe it's at Ronnie Scott's in England, and the recording of this is pretty good. Sounds great. This is a more recent release from, I believe it's a 3-album set. Yes, 3 albums. Bill Evans, Behind the Dikes, the 1969 Netherland recordings, once again with Eddie Gomez and Marty Morale. This one really sounds excellent. Good sound quality on this one, and of course, Bill Evans and the trio. This one I was almost going to pass. This was from, I believe it was Black Friday Record Store Day of last year. And this is live Copenhagen 1964. This is a different trio. This is Chuck Israels and Larry Bunker. But I was going to almost pass on this because, yes, there's a lot of Bill Evans that have come out in the last few years at Record Store Day. But when I came back to my local shop a couple weeks after Record Store Day, I found this one. I thought, man, I can't pass it up. And I'm glad that I got it because it really is a wonderful recording. And you don't get a lot of releases with the trio of Chuck Israels and Larry Bunker. Once again, more Bill Evans and Marty Morale and Eddie Gomez. And this one is Top of the Gate. I think this was the first Record Store Day purchase I ever got. And once again, the band is in great form. Pretty good recording live at the gate. These were more or less released as a set, I believe 2 or 3 years ago. Bill Evans in Buenos Aires. And this is recorded live in 1979. And this is rare because this is the last trio of Bill. And this is the one with Mark Johnson and Joe LaBarbera. And Bill Evans at this point was quite a bit different. He was a lot more aggressive, and this was the final trio. But this is also an excellent recording, and it goes along, of course, with this one recorded earlier in 1973, also in Argentina. Bill Evans, Morning Glory, once again with Marty Morale and Eddie Gomez. And the title cut, Morning Glory, has always been a favorite. It's kind of unusual that it's a Bobby Gentry song, and it was originally, I believe, recorded in the Live at Tokyo. But probably of the two albums, this is probably my favorite, because once again, Eddie Gomez and Marty Morale. More jazz. Chet Baker, this was a Kraft recording, and kind of touching on the record store day coming up. I'm really looking forward to the Bill Evans. Everybody digs Bill Evans. That's one of the main ones I'm looking for, because these Kraft recordings are always excellent. And this is one of my favorite Chet albums. This is Chet in New York with New York guys like Philly Joe Jones, Al Haig, and Paul Chambers. Really nice album. Another one from Chet. This is Chet, It Could Happen to You. This is a lot like Chet Baker Sings, the ones on Blue Note, and you can't go wrong with early Chet, and this is also a beautiful sounding recording. And finally, finishing up with more Chet Baker, this is later Chet from 1979, Chet Baker Blue Room, the sessions recorded in Holland. Of course, people sometimes don't really like later Chet, but I love them both. I like the early Chet, the later Chet. I was able to hear Chet Baker live in, I believe it was the late 70s at the Lighthouse in Hermosa Beach, and some of the most incredible music I've ever heard. Just so beautiful. And this finds Chet kind of in that same air. Like I said, this is from 1979. Beautiful sounding recording, and I really love this album. So that's a quick peek at my Record Store Day collection. Let me know what some of your Record Store Day favorites are, and maybe what you're looking forward to in April. So that's it for now. Joseph out.